Hey guys, it's just Nan one more time. I wanted to do a quick little video about when someone makes you feel like you're an option, or if someone makes you feel like you're a choice, right? What I mean by show them how many options you have, before you can show them how many options you have, a lot of people think that this has to do with like relationships between, romantic relationships. That's the word. But this is all relationships, whether it's a work, whether it's like your job, whether it's, in some cases for some people, it could even be family, friends. Let me tell you something about history. History means nothing. Y'all see every day where they're knocking down monuments, changing names of things that were historical in this country. So your amount of time in history and being in a relationship with someone doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Some people take precedence over others, and you need to learn to first love yourself, and then through loving yourself is how you remove yourself, because you'll have the aha and you'll realize. And for many women, if it is a relationship and you are with someone in a romantic relationship, how you can see who that new individual in yourself is, in order to like get you a Boaz type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally have to dissect all of that stuff and get rid of that. And then when you realize that you are a prize, you are a gift, when you realize what God says about a woman, and it's more than her just being beautifully and wonderfully made, you got to tap into that Bible. It's got a lot of stuff in there, and it's pretty informational, and it's very useful even in 2023, right? At the end of my relationship, of my last romantic major relationship, of course, was my marriage. At the end of that, I had to go through and dissect what was Nan, what was, his, did I like it because he liked it, or did I like it because I liked it, right? And while I did that, I went through all the major, I had that big word in my head, but I lost it. But anyways, all the major relationships in my life. And I had to dissect all the way down to even my parents, you know what I mean? And I had to see, what did they subscribe to that I subscribed to, out of what I thought was respect and honoring, when I had to learn what those words even mean. I'm telling y'all, words are important. That's why you need to understand what God says, because Google them and Webster them, God made them, right? So really get into that book. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you aren't religious, by no means necessary, like, for real, like, it's a great book. Just like the Quran is a great book, just like old Buddha, he good too, right? And even old Farrakhan, right? I love me some Farrakhan. That's my dude. Facts, right? And even if you listen to people like Jakes and stuff like that, TD, you know what I'm saying? He my uncle. He just don't know he my uncle, right? Because, like, he my uncle. He got to be my uncle, right? Because, like, them facts, right? But anyways, in my mind, them is facts. TD is my uncle, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of different people. But you got to first heal yourself from whatever it is, because we're all broken from different things. You know what I'm saying? We're all pieces of trauma in reality, that we use the word for brokenness, of things that have been embedded us by hurt people who have not healed themselves. I think that's the best assumption, like a summary of a human being there. But anyways, once you tap into who that individual is, and once you start loving yourself, because I had to learn to love myself, because to me, honestly, like, I would literally, talk to several different people, because, I had several different friends, several different best friends, several different cousins I would talk to, you know what I'm saying? I would play with different people like this and play with different people like that. And then, of course, when her used to be outside, her was outside for real, okay? But now, since her is outside, inside-ish type chick, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a hybrid and stuff, right? So now that I learned that, I had to go back to learn to love Nan, and I had to learn what it Nan loved. And through learning what Nan loved, I'm able to attract the things that I now love. I speak about what I like as opposed to what I don't like, right? And that is how you see what you see today in real life. Like, this ain't no, and I know they say like, oh, they just be faking. Like, first of all, her is not a fake. Her has literally been truly as authentic as she knew the word authentic could be, because I thought authentic meant telling your whole entire truth, names, numbers, addresses, the whole nine. Now I've learned that I can tell a story without giving the important details to expose someone else, so therefore I'm able to leave them with their dignity. And so I'm still just as blunt, but I'm a respectfully blunt this time, because God did. I love that song too. DJ Khaled, that's my dude. Like, he my cousin too. Him don't know that yet, but him, her cousin too. Like, we all cousins. We all family, because he said God, and I'm a God kid, so God did. We fam, for real. Them facts, y'all. But anyways, I have a lot of little celebrity cousins and things like that, but true celebrities to me are women, for instance, that I met, like Sonia Strickland, one of the coaches that I met, that I had a wonderful opportunity to work with in Atlanta in April. I know I haven't said anything to y'all about it because, you know, life got serious. Life got to life, and like I said, life be life. And before we ever thought of, before we ever had life, before we ever took a first breath of life, before we were a thought, before our parents hooked up, life was life. And so now that I know that life gonna do what it do, and I need to learn to deal with myself, and more importantly, because I'm a Pisces, and yes, Nan is spiritual with the astrology, as well as her loves God. Like my pastor say, he say, Ashe and amen. Right? Shout out to Paz at the Greater Miles Chapel. See you, me. I love you, Paz. But seriously, y'all, like, as a Pisces, like, that's just straight emotions. Like, we are emotional creatures. It's totally a water sign for anybody who's not into astrology and don't want to look it up. Basically, it's just, you know, you got your fire, you got your water, and them the only things I need to know, right? I think you got earth or something. And then I don't know why I be thinking Leos and like Tauruses and like, you know, anything that has an animal like Capricorns and stuff. I be thinking that's like the animal category, but we do not have an animal category then. Air. That's what it is. It's air. That's what it is. It's air. And I think it's something about earth. I could be lying on the earth factor, right? That's the one I don't know. Then it's water and it's fire, right? And then even if you're not into astrology and you don't want to go deep into it, because I don't go too deep into it, but I love to study me. Because I had to learn to love me, because the reason why I honestly received the type of love that I've always received, I could honestly say because people are horrible, but that's not true. At some point, going through therapy, I wish a therapist would have explained to me to work on me and would have done some internal work, some inner child work. Even some of that, like, I think they call it like shadow work or something with them spiritual people, but yeah, words interplay back and forth. They really do. Words are like, we don't need to get caught up on these words, because first of all, this is America. None of these words of ours. The whole country is stolen. Oh yeah, hashtag stolen. But yeah, we got our independence, they say, in 1776. And then again, you know, us brown people got ours in 1865. So we get to celebrate twice. You know what I'm saying? I love this country. I love all the other countries too. I plan on hitting them up. Just canceled a trip that I was getting ready to make because I want to go to Africa before I go to Europe, because I want to walk where Jesus walked before I go to Europe. And so I have so many future plans of things to do, ways to vacation, cheap ways, because as y'all see, Nan stay in different places, and her has not had a contracted job since April 2022. Her has not received a paycheck with her name on it since 2022. Facts. But her made it because God did. You know what I mean? God allowing the right people at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And a big portion of my rock, of course, shout out to my mom, Peg, because Peg is the rock. Peg set up a beautiful foundation. And from there, that was the blueprint. And from her blueprint is where I began to rebuild, because a lot of things that my mom has instilled in me, even my parents instilled some great things in me, but then they sent me out into the world and did not prepare their little friendly kid, right? And her got ate up. But this time, her gonna come back and eat with them. All them stories is gonna give her cash money. Do you hear me? All of that trauma, thank God for it. People that have went through a lot of trauma, if you go through a little trauma, bless you. But for those of us, I know me, for a fun fact, I was depressed for over 20 years. Like, fun fact, my first depressed moment was when I was 10, but this is not a sad video, right? Because her does not depressed. Her don't look depressed. Her does not even have bad days. Her just have bad moments. When her used to have bad years. Oh my God. Yes. But anyways, y'all, I just wanted to tell you that and share that with you. So I hope you picked up something that was good. But if you didn't, it doesn't matter. But anyways, Nan's getting ready to get to YouTube. I got to make sure I keep on stating that. I will be on YouTube sooner than later. Life is golden. It is amazing. And y'all do know that I am a open resource for any knowledge I have. But the only fun fact is that a lot of people that had access to Nan in chapter 1... I hope you make use of what her gave you in chapter 1 that was free, because in chapter 2, no, baby, my pain and suffering was a little costly. So what took Nan 15 years to figure out, or 18 or 20 or 30 or even 38, right? Because her 38 ain't great. Her can help you figure that out in much short of a time. And I will be letting you guys know more information about that. Life is good. It's golden. I love you guys. And life is beautiful. And her is outside. But her inside too. Bye.